Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Monday night Wine Ambassador Opportunity Call. Today is Monday, January 10th. My name is Stacy Southward, and I am a five-star ambassador. And I'm so excited you guys are here to join us today. Roll Tide, I am supporting my team, even though I'm here and not watching the game on the TV. So I'm glad those of you are joining us as well. Tonight, we are honored to have our one and only Roy Rickard coming to us live from an unknown, undisclosed location. Well, actually, I think we all know he's in Florida. And so he is not, he's living the dream, you guys. This is what we all want to do, is to be able to travel and still work our businesses. And the wine club has that opportunity, right, Rory?
Absolutely. And we actually travel with wine. We have a couple of cases because we're going to be here for a while. And I started pointing this out there as far as the opportunity is, and I'll tell you, we wear our wine ambassador masks where we have to wear masks. And I picked up several people that they come to me. They're like, "What's this wine ambassador about?" And I just go into a quick little dialogue, and I get their information. I add it to my phone. I send the video. And this is what Tanya and I started doing in Mexico when we go to our place there, and we got people signing up for wine. I just say we have the most amazing value. It's real wines. You can see the whole video presentation on this link. But for $100 a month, you're going to get 4 incredible bottles of wine that would retail for 120 each. That's pretty much my line. And I say, if you like wine, you're going to love this. Just try it. And they get to know you and talk to you more, and that's part of the process too. But you guys, what kind of a product where they're willing to give you their phone and give you their information? Like, they want to hear about wine. It's such a relevant topic. They're okay with me taking their information and send them information. And then I just follow up. That tells you everything you need to know. People care about wine. And then it's our jobs as an ambassador, a wine ambassador, to educate them on what is different about us versus the rest of the world. Why wine ambassador? What do our wines have? And that's what that video presentation is. And I give a couple little snippets, but I let the video do the work. And when they watch that video, they might just sign up as a customer, and that's fantastic. And then some, they might want to do it as a business. And the couple I was talking to today, they're like Tanya and I. They're older, but they travel months out of the year, and they're out here in Florida for 2 months, and they live in Eastern Illinois or Western Illinois, and their whole family is like into wine. And they got older kids, and that conversation went into literally 30 minutes, an hour worth of talking, all around wine and what that does as an aspect. They're definitely interested, right? And we'll see them for a while, but they were driving the conversation. It wasn't me just trying to be in front of them. They were absolutely interested, and I wanted to bring that up today because Tanya and I, we get to travel around, we get to work from wherever we want, we get to change our scenery, and we like fun places. We're both big Disney fans, right? So we like to go to Disney resorts and play a little bit and then work, right? And we like to go places that are either on the beach or nice destinations, because we can work that way. Because as you're building your business, you're building the income to afford you that type of a lifestyle, but it's foundational. Wine is foundational. So the key points of what we do is our opportunity lies in the world of wine is actually pretty corrupt. It's about the profits, not about the legacy of proper wine. Almost 85% of the wine in the United States of America, 85% of all the wine are literally owned by 3 major conglomerates. It's pretty much 3 monopolies controlling these wines, and they keep all the labels, they keep all the brands. That's part of the marketing side, and they control pricing amongst themselves. It's a very big setup. Like anything, wine's a big industry. In case you didn't know, it's the #1 adult beverage. Okay, there's more wine sold than beer globally, but especially in the U.S. now. Okay, so it's a big industry, and with foods, wine is considered a food, right? There are hundreds of millions of Americans that drink wine on a regular basis throughout the week. Okay, It's a big industry to be in. And these conglomerates know they can make the wine. A lot of times they'll buy up a really good named winery, and then they just cheapen up the process. They go for the biggest buck they can get, and they basically abuse the name and reputation that wine company's built up. So when we came into wine years ago now, we wanted to do it right. We wanted to have wine made the right way and deliver that, but we wanted to do it in a way using technology and logistics and everything that's out there today, to where we could eliminate the middleman costs so that we could take awesome fine wine to the masses. That's always been the business model, and we were able to do that. And we were able to invest to make sure it would happen in a continuing basis. We have wines being made 4 and 5 years in the future already, and we make them until they're done. We're not speeding the process up to get that wine out and in the marketplace now. If it's not ready, it's not ready. And we have so many in production that we're able to release new ones every month. And we're still able to do it in the boutique amounts where we don't have to extend it, and we can make a proper wine that's going to have its unique taste and flavors and build and everything that our awesome winemakers make, and so we're able to hire incredible winemakers. We literally commission them to make the wines. They're going to make a Merlot for us every year. They're making, these cabs every year. We got different ones that make different wines for our releases every year. And they're making them this year, the next year, the next year, the next year. And they're in that rotation. And when they're done, they're done. And we literally have so many wines in production that we always have enough to release every month. That was the model we needed to do. And that's the model we have. So you guys can go and know with full assurity, we're going to have new wines every month. Now, the idea of the business model is we deliver 4 incredible bottles of wine in a smart ship every month to our wine of the month members. These 4 bottles are incredible wines, and we know they're going to fall in love with some of them. And if they want more, they got to do a custom case order in their back office and pick while supplies last. That's the business model, and it works exactly like that. I've been watching our Donna Meyer Cabernet Sauvignon. It's literally flying out of the warehouse. Like, that entire order is pretty much about gone. The Nile Eddy, just about gone. And you can tell the wines are the favorites because the orders are there. And both of those didn't have the same amount to start at. We bought the whole batch. And when they're gone, right? And then until the next vintage, until the next year's is ready. And so we have a great rotation in our brands, and there are brands. They're wine ambassador brands. So as marketers, as ambassadors, when we work with you guys, we can market more than Muse. We can market the Tanya. We can market the Rickard. We can market the Antonio. We can market the Hudsons. They're all foundational brands for our company, and they can only be purchased through us, through Wine Ambassador, through a Wine Ambassador rep or a referral of a customer. They can't get them straight from the company. It has to go through an ambassador or a customer. That's it, which means we all go do the work and we all reap when people come in. And this past week, I was on the phone with a very prominent restaurant chain. They've got 9 immaculate restaurants. They're adding another 9 more in the next few years. And they want to look at carrying our wines. And what they saw is the same thing we're seeing with our restaurant program. And that's something we're developing more. So I'm going to talk about it a little bit here today. See, there's new stuff on Mondays too, guys. But and we have a lot of new people here that are looking at our business. And for you that are looking at this business, I'm going to tell you this. As a marketer myself, as an entrepreneur, nothing has been more relevant than wine. And our message to the world of delivering proper wines that aren't mass produced with additives and things that take away the quality of wine, we literally are delivering proper wine at an amazing value. You cannot beat the value. And that gives us a great place in the marketplace. Also, when I talk to somebody about our wines, they can't get them anywhere but through a wine ambassador. They can't. They can't go down to the liquor store and order it up. We've cemented our marketplace. And it's a vision that you have to understand and put in the full motion. And then we also market it in a big scale. And I was on with our web development team, our SEO team, as they're rolling out the Tanya Wines pages. And all our brands are eventually going to have their own presence online, their own branding online. And when someone goes to buy, they buy from Wine Ambassador. It rotates through our Grand Crew members. So even our corporate marketing is feeding the organization. And as the corporate office, we don't get salaries. We're part of the mix with you guys. We work with you, we grow with you, we build teams with you, and we get paid the same way you do. That way, it's all about the integrity that we wanted. where if we're all going to get paid the same, we're going to make sure we enable it to pay out the most to everybody. And we're basically a product of our own product. You know, if we want to make more money, we got to grow with you guys. I got to help you guys grow. And that's how this works. And everybody that's been here for the entire duration of Wine Ambassador, that's what you've seen day in, day out. We build with you. Now, I'm going to throw in another thing. I'm going to go into the compensation plan. We figured out how to market this in a pretty big way and get the word out there. And I've been telling everybody since day one, we are disrupting the wine industry. These big conglomerates, they do mass marketing, they have mass distribution, they're big distribution companies. They have access to all the wine stores, the liquor stores, and that's who they distribute their products to, okay? We have our distribution network, and that's our wine ambassadors. We're going from belly to belly, from marketing to, you know, small business. You guys are all like have your own wine in the month club. That's what you have. You're not selling wine out of your basement or your garage, right? You don't have a wine store. You are literally sharing the opportunity for them to sign up in the Wine of the Month Club and get wines every month. And we pay you very well for doing so. You get paid as a partner. Now, also as a partner, Tanya and I, from our family to yours, from our lead generation businesses, from our family to yours, we're here to provide marketing and training how to use that marketing. And we fund it to help you build with us. Now, for that part, get with the person that brought you here. They know how to get you involved in that. But we literally are going to help teach you how to fish and how to market and improve in ways that we're growing the business every day. And it costs money to market properly. You know, you can talk to friends and family, you can spread things out. We teach you how to market. We also teach you how to utilize paid marketing to get exposure to more and more people about what we have here. And that's from our family to yours to build with you, okay? So I'm gonna go on this compensation model here in a second, but our Grand Cru position comes with a benefit. And I'm gonna explain it right now, then I'm just gonna go into what it is. And typically people come in and if you drink wine and you appreciate wine, the Grand Cru is probably the best value you've ever seen in wine in your life. And it probably is, okay? It makes sense. But for those that are brand new to wine, which is a lot of our new people that come in, you know, maybe you've had some wine before, but you never really had, you know, a proper fine wine. Why? Because, you know, it's kind of hard to justify hundreds of dollars a bottle of wine until you understand what it is. And maybe you didn't have the means to do that with the way you were building before. Well, here, not only do you get access to these fine, incredible wines at a member pricing, but you can get it for free. And you can earn free wine every month. And you can be part of that and that exposure. And you know how it is. You know what you know. You don't know what you don't know. And as you taste these different wines released, you can't help but become more passionate about it and easier to explain that and share that passion with others. And that's why we built the system the way we did. So, excuse me, on the business side, a lot of times people come in and they'll get one case, they'll become an estate. And then once you taste how great our wines are, you get a case, you go through it, you're gonna buy another case and upgrade to reserve. And by the time you've gone through 2 cases, you're gonna be like totally wanting to know, like, okay, these wines are really good. How good are these Grand Cru wines? And it's gonna drive you to bump up the Grand Cru, because you're gonna be like, okay, these are really good. How much better can these other ones be? And then when you get that 6-bottle Grand Cru selection, hopefully you're gonna be waiting for like an awesome moment, right? Like that really good tomahawk or, you know, a celebration, an anniversary, birthday. And you're going to crack open that bottle of wine that, you know, you're able to get for $100 a piece with our Grand Cru, you know, ambassador level. And you're literally going to be having a bottle of wine that you would have spent $500 or $600 for had it been in the retail channel. You're going to have this incredible wine with a very special person, and you're going to taste how amazing our wines are, our Grand Cru wines are. And then you'll start getting it. And at that point, you've got an appreciation for both our standard wines, which are exceptional, and then that next level Grand Cru wine. And at that point, we know you're gonna be passionate enough to help represent this. So Grand Cru members get added to our corporate rotation of marketing. And we've had customers signing up through there and they just rotate to Grand Cru members. So as long as you're an active Grand Cru member, that's who we share our marketing with. And when I talk about our marketing, it's our branding. And I'll show you some of those pages now. We have new ones coming out. I expect this is gonna be an awesome year, 2022. By the end of this year, every one of our brands will be up with their own representation of pages and tied to massive SEO campaigns and growth. And that's all stuff that none of you have to worry about. All of you get to benefit from. And what's really good about it is we keep using this, sharing this, do all of our social media representation and everything that we're doing as a collective. More and more people are finding out about our wines. And typically when people hear about a good wine, they go look to try to buy it. And they can only buy it where? Through wine ambassadors. And if they go to the corporate level and they buy, it goes through our Grand Cru rotation. We don't take them direct as a company. They're not going all to Tanya and I. They're not going to Brett. They're not going to Peter. They go to our Grand Cru members. Now, we happen to be Grand Cru members, so we're in that rotation as well. That's how it works. Every Grand Cru member is in that rotation, and it's an equal rotation. It just rotates those clicks through. And we knew that it would take a while to build a branding. So something just to spell out here, and I'm going to go in just a little more detail. The rest of the world, controlled by 3 conglomerates, and the way they market their wines and the web systems and stuff that they utilize, that's great. We're doing our own thing, controlled by us, outside of every other retail channel. We're going to build up our brand over time, and the only way they can get it is straight. And because they get it straight to their door, it's convenient. And in case you guys haven't seen the trends, people like to order things and have them sent to their door. It's not a trouble thing. We actually prefer it. And the more and more the world's doing its thing, the more and more we're able to get that message out there. And you cannot beat the value. Even with shipping, you can't get wines of our quality anywhere near the price they get them as a member here. So we're not selling an overpriced product. We eliminated the middlemen. Wines are vented. They're created, commissioned by us. Incredible winemakers make the wine. It goes from them to our bottling facility, which is literally around the corner from our warehouse, to our warehouse and to the door. There's no middleman, just proper bottling facilities, proper enclosed, safe areas for the wine to age and perfect. And then when it's ready for bottling, it's bottled, right? That's why we can show videos of our bottling happening or labels kicking on the bottles, because it's us, right? It's bottled and then shipped out to our members on a monthly basis. And whatever we don't ship is available for custom orders until it's gone. You guys got the model. Now, as we work on this, okay, we're going to start really affecting things. We have a restaurant program that's already underway, and we're going to be getting more and more information on how to get that set up and get people involved in it. We're going to have more and more restaurants. We fit their model better than anywhere else, because if they sell our wines, right, and let's say they sell our Grand Cru wines for $500-$600 a bottle, that's what they should sell them for, or higher. If somebody wants a bottle of the Rickard Grand Cru Merlot, for instance, and they go to the liquor store, they can't get it, and neither can the liquor store. They can't order either. Only the restaurants or direct customers can, and they have to be a member. So they're going to have to sign up for a membership to even get access to the wine if it's available. And the more we build up our name and our wines and share it, the more we create the marketplace for our own brands. And it's totally a disruption direction compared to the rest of the world in the wine. And yeah, they can get great wines out there. They can go to the wine store, but they can't get the value. And the more we share this and get this out there and people taste our wines, the proof is actually in the product. And I'll stand side by side with our wines to any other wines, because I know what's in them. I also know what's not in them, and that's the difference maker. Almost every wine I can go get at the wine stores, grocery store, bar none, every single one there. I cannot find a wine that doesn't have additives, that hasn't been sped up in a process in the grocery store here. If I go to Publix here, not one of those wines is a true wine. Not one. They don't even offer a true wine. Now I can go to some wine stores here, they'll have true wines, and they're like $158 a bottle. They have those at $158 a bottle. That's why I know what we have is so good. And it has to be that way for them, because there's distribution channels and people getting paid and that whole model that we do not have. And we have logistics and shipping, so do they. They ship to a distributor and they ship it usually 3 points of distribution. You're paying shipping 3 times. With us, you're paying shipping once to your door. So, a lot of people say, well, I have to pay shipping. When you buy it at the grocery store, you're paying for shipping too. Believe it or not, that's all passed on down. We all get it once you understand it. So we're playing in a way better field than them. And we set it up that way. Now, it takes a lot of energy to create a customer base that you're sending to their door. It does. We're watching it. But year by year, we keep growing, right? Month by month, we're growing. And that's the benefit. Instead of us helping one big conglomerate make money, we're helping all these individuals, families, create income in a great industry of wine. Let's go to the comp plan. Share my screen. It's really simple. We got 3 ways to get started. I get this a lot. Some people, like, when you go through the presentation and it almost sounds too good to be true. Like, is that really that way? Like, Rory, I really never drank a lot of wine, but this sounds, I can't believe that there's that big of a difference. And I said, well, look, you're not ready to do this as a business. Just become a customer. Try it. What do you have to lose, right? You're going to get 4 incredible bottles of wine, and either you're going to taste them and go, okay, I get it, or you're going to be like, yeah, this isn't for me. Okay, great. I've never had anybody say it's not for them, but you can try being a customer. And that's a great place to start. Like, if you're on the fence and hold your position with us, you become a customer for $100, you pay a little bit of shipping, and you're going to get some incredible wine. Then we have what's called, our wine ambassadors. We've got 3 levels. All 3 levels get the same access to the compensation plan. The only difference is the discount you get on additional cases, and our Grand Cru members get access to that rotation because we know what our wines are like. And you're at a different commitment level. Also, our Grand Crus get access to our once a year, it's over Labor Day weekend, at our vineyards. We have vineyards in Napa. When you're signed up as actually as a customer or as an ambassador, you log into your back office, you can literally see our vineyards all day long. We have cameras on it 24/7, most of the time 24/7, right? It's out in the middle of Napa. There's not a lot of high quality internet connectivity, but we're up most of the days. And you can literally watch the sun come up, sun go down, and watch our vines grow. Watch all the different seasons. Watch it from bud break to harvest. And we have an awesome harvest event in September, and that's Grand Cru members only can go. We'll be releasing ticket information and more here within the next month or so, and that's in September. And only Grand Cru members can go to that. Apart from that, they get a black card, which gives them preferential treatment at our events and in our training events. And they also get the biggest discount. So when someone signs up to be a wine customer, or they come in at the Estate Reserve or Grand Cru, they pay our Grand Cru pricing, which is our lowest price for membership. And then other than that, wine customers will pay our customer price. Estate members will pay our customer price less 10% discount. Reserve members get 15% off, and then Grand Cru members get the lowest price, which happens to be 20% off our member pricing. And that's the difference of the levels. Now, a state member, you can come in at for $300, which is $60 less than buying a case as a customer. So we don't charge an exaggerated price and up the fees. We actually give you our best price forward, and as a company, we invest in your entry into the company. And I'm going to explain how we do that in the marketing, because we literally invest with our ambassadors to bring the right people in and get them educated about our wines. In an ideal world, when you're representing a brand, you should be getting the product for free, and we give you a way to do that as you build your business. Now, we do have a third way to getting started, and this is for a couple different scenarios. It's our non-product offering. There's no wine involved. It gives you access to our largest marketing system inside our system, which is it's called the Grapevine. This is available for people to be able to market wine that can't get our wine, and that scenario will be in states that we can't ship to, or countries that we're not yet shipping to, so that you can participate in here, help build us around the world, and then wait until we get wine in those areas. And it allows you to be part of this, even when restrictions from government don't allow us to ship the wine. It's our way around that, and it's also great for other scenarios. We have nonprofit organizations that have a position, they have that account, and they can sign up, wine customers and so forth that way too. So, the person that brought you here, they can advise you if you fall in that category. But that's the 3 ways. Then we have 5 ways to get paid. And the first way is available to everybody, customers and ambassadors alike. And that is our free wine. And it basically works like this. Your first 3 referrals into Wine Ambassador, we pay you so richly for, because we want you to get the word of mouth out there. We also know that the more exposure you get to our wine, the more passionate you're going to be to share it. And we know that might take a while. We have customers that after a year start referring people in. That's fine. We know that. So we have what's called, free wine. So the way it works is you get a credit towards your wallet for purchasing wine of $99.95. Okay. And you receive that after 3 cumulative orders of your customer. So if you have one customer and they order January, February, March, April, you'll get a $99.95 credit. Okay. Now, if you have 2 customers, once you have 3 orders, so 2 in January and then February, you're gonna have a third, and then you're also gonna be on your way to the next one. So March, you'll get credit for free wine, or else you're gonna get credit basically 2 out of 3 months. And then if you have 3 customers ordering every month, you're gonna get free wine every month. And that's our free wine program, and you get that credit, makes it awesome. And then the other 4 ways are for our ambassadors only. And we have what's called an ambassador customer acquisition bonus. Your 4th customer forward, and also your ambassadors, which are also customers because they're ordering wine. You receive a $20 bonus on every customer after your 4th, or your 4th after your 3rd. So you get your free wine. So every referral is literally worth $400 a year to you, ongoing. That's a pretty lucrative compensation structure for our customers and ambassadors. But ambassadors on their 4th customer forward, they get a $20 acquisition bonus, and they get paid $10 every month they order. And some of our top leadership here have hundreds of customers. So if you got 100 customers, that could be $1,000 a month in this comp plan, in this part of the comp plan alone. And that helps you build your base up, right? It's residuals. Then we go into wine starter kits, and this is when you refer another ambassador. Now remember, I told you we invest with you when you come in and get into the system. So when you become an estate for $300, you can always upgrade, and you'll pay the difference and get the difference. But the person that brought you in, we give them a bonus for bringing you in. We give them an acquisition bonus for wine starter kits. So they get half of that. And this is where the company absolutely is investing with you guys together, because a case of wine and paying $150 in commission, I'm telling you, the company is not making money on these packages. And this is not where we choose to make money. We want to get people in, get them to try our wines, get used to our wines, and appreciate them so they can share them with confidence and convey that as they build their business with us. And it's really important. And this company is founded, every owner here is a professional marketer. We understand that acquisition costs are real. And so, and if you come in as a reserve member for $600, you're gonna get 2 cases of wine, right? This incredible wine. And the person that brought you in, your ambassador that's recruiting you in, they're gonna get $300. If you come in at Grand Cru, you're gonna spend $1,200, right? You're gonna get 2 cases of wine, and you're gonna get a 6-bottle Grand Cru selection, which is worth literally $2,500 retail. You're gonna get all of that, and they're gonna get $600 for bringing you in. And you're gonna be in this program and have an understanding. This is where the company chooses to invest with our ambassadors to grow. It's our acquisition. And what's really awesome to know about this is it works for us. It's been working for years. People don't quit this. It's because it's a high quality wine, right? And it's just the perfect model to grow with. And that's where you put our acquisition costs. Now, I like to state this. If you come in as an estate member for $300, you can upgrade for another $300 to reserve, or upgrade for another $900 at any time. You just pay the difference and get the difference. So if you want to be part of that rotation, you want to be part of the things you're doing in Grand Cru, you can upgrade at any time by paying the difference. We also have the ability to buy Grand Cru wines separately in the back office now. That's a big addition that we did last year. And that's because our Grand Cru wines are actually ready for bigger production. It takes a while to build the wines. And, now that we've been doing this for several years, we have wines that are ready every month, and wines being ready for the next 4 or 5 years, and always that. We're always keeping the lead time like that. So next way to get paid, we got wine starter kits, is a binary and the check matches are both binary. And I'm just going to go down here to how your rank comes. You receive a rank achievement based on how many personal ambassadors you bring into business. And we build a 2-team side, a left team and a right team. We do have a personal customer requirement. We want you getting your wine for free. We want you having 3 customers. Obviously, we want you having more, but at least 3. Get your wine for free. There's a volume required, and that's on your left team and right team. That's why there's an asterisk. So whatever volume is required for your rank, no more than 70% of the volume required to hit that rank can come from any one leg, and at least 30% has to come from the other leg. So it has to be a minimum of 70-30 or better than that ratio to hit that. And then based on that, you get a binary percentage. Then you also get the check match. And what that does is the binary pay happens every week. Wednesday night, Wine Wednesday at midnight Eastern, the computer takes a snapshot of the volume you have on your left team and your right team. And the person that's bringing you here is signing you up on one of their teams. That's the team leg that you're going to be building with them. Let's say it's the right leg. So you'll be building the right team with them, and you're going to be sharing in that volume forever. Once you sign up, from that point forward, everything that comes in underneath you counts as towards your volume, even for the requirements. And we like to teach you how to build that. And when you start seeing that right side, for instance, is growing on its own every day, and you have a really good understanding of it, then you start building your left team. And as you're building your left team, it's going to start building volume. And what happens is every Wednesday at midnight, the computer takes a snapshot at midnight Eastern, and it looks at both your teams. And whatever team has the lesser leg, you get paid up to 22% of that volume at the following Friday. So as you're building customers and volume down the right leg, build customers and volume down the left leg, as you build more and more volume on both legs, you're going to earn more and more money based on your rank each and every week. And then the check match is rewarding you for your personal ambassadors that you bring in to help them build their binary pay. So by the more customers and ambassadors you bring in, and the more you help them do the same, the more you're going to earn. And the check match is up to 50%. And I'll show you where it's at. It starts at the 3-star ambassador, you get 30%. Once you're a 6-star ambassador, you're going to get 50% of your personal ambassadors and you get a check match on top of what they make in their binary. And we have some of our top leaders that make more income from the check match than their own binary. And that just is a proof that they are really building out and duplicating their efforts with others and really helping pay it forward to others. And that's what that check match rewards them for. That's simple. So anyway, get with the person that brought you here, get started with us. I'm going to tell you, it's the most relevant thing I've ever been part of. I'm happy to talk about wine forever. And it didn't always start out that way, right? We all have different ways that gets introduced to this, but wine is not going away. And as a foundational business, we are able to build on this month by month, day by day. And we have people making 6-figure incomes here. So whether you want hobby income and just be part of something fun, which it is, or you want to make a career income out of this and be a wine ambassador that gets to love and share wine and build a team to share that with the world and join us in that and make career income or anything in between. Get with the person that brought you here. God bless. And two things. We have on the same channel, or if you go to thewineandineshow.com every Wednesday, half hour earlier than we started this call today. So it'll be at 5:30 Pacific, 6:30 Mountain, 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. We have what's called the Wine and Dine Show, and we have members of our awesome community here pairing wines and food. And we do an appetizer, main course, dessert. Sometimes we do 2 desserts or 3, and we just have a lot of fun, and that's every Wednesday. And then Saturdays, we have trainings on how to market and build this. And again, from our family to yours, we supply the marketing, help you grow. Get with the person that brought you here, get going. And we also do these things every Monday. So see you next Monday as well. Bye for now.